and he will have an what? An abundance. But from the one who has not, even what he has, what will happen? You've seen this happen to you. When you're not faithful to do what God has called you to do, you see what happens. It dwindles. One thing happens after another, after another, after another, after another, because you have not been faithful. But look at the future of this person, verse 30. Cast the worthless what? Servant into the outer darkness. In that place there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Now, some would say this, he was still a servant. Listen to me. Understand this. In the visible kingdom, there are goat servants, there are sheep servants, there are wheat servants, there are tare servants. Have you ever seen a lost person serve? You probably have. Have you ever been a lost person and you served? This is what I know from this text. I've never seen anybody say that heaven looks like outer darkness and weeping and gnashing of teeth. What happened to this individual? They went to hell. Why? They took what the Lord had given them. And you know what they did for the Lord? Say it like you know it. Nothing. They took all the talents that the Lord had given them, and they didn't do a thing. They stopped serving. They stopped giving. Nothing. But you know what these people say they are? Christians. And the Lord has been teaching that a true Christian has the oil. But a true Christian also, they serve. They take what He's entrusted them with, the valuable things, and what do? They use it for the glory of God, or they shelve it. They shelve it. They stop using it for the Lord. Now, just with love and grace, which one looks more like the modern day Christian to y'all in this text? The one with 5 talents? The one with 2 talents? Or the one with 1 talent? Can you imagine being here today and saying, oh, I know that I'm saved. I know that I'm a Christian. And you don't have any interest to use anything that God has given you for the glory of God? Can you imagine that? Well, I just don't agree with everything y'all do. I don't agree with everything you do. If you're waiting for agreement, you're going to keep sitting there doing nothing. And He's entrusted you. And you did what with that talent that He entrusted you with? Nothing. There are people in our churches today that this describes to a T, but if you ask them if they're saved, they would say yes. We'll even defend a family member because of what they... Do you see what Jesus is saying? I'm coming quickly. Be sure you have the oil. Be sure you're taking what I've entrusted you with. Be sure you're using it for me. I'm coming back. I'm going to take an account. And the last person we want to be is the person with 1 talent. Understand this. The 1 talent person, you may not be a 2 talent. You may not be a 5 talent. But everybody can take what God has given them and use it for the glory of God. There's coming a time when no one will be able to work. But you can work now. And I want to ask you this, just the invitation question. What's holding you back?